Greetings, Goddess Body, Mind, Spirit community. This is your Goddess Guru, Tyra Omilade. And y'all know I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. I wanted to come on today and talk about the new moon in Cancer. I hope that my Wi-Fi or my internet is okay because I'm getting a signal. So hopefully you can hear everything that I'm saying. But the new moon is this Saturday or July 9th, and it'll be in the evening time. So it's July 10th for those of you who are on the other side of the world from the United States. Okay, so I'm going to pull up. I'm recording. I'm going to pull up the chart for, let me just close out some windows or something. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this internet. Okay. Here is the chart of the hour. It's sort of big, so I can't put the whole chart on here without, so that you can see everything. But the new moon in Cancer is, first of all, the new moon, it's all about setting new moon intentions. What do you want to accomplish in the next 30 days? I also encourage you to set new moon intentions for the next 6 months, even if it's just one, maybe two, and then new moon intentions for the next year. So from the new moon in Cancer 2021 to the new moon in Cancer 2022. The new moon is, imagine it's like soil, and you're planting the seeds in the soil. So it's not exactly the time to be taking action, but it is time to get yourself aligned with the energy of whatever it is you want to manifest and to visualize and to engage in ritual. You can always write it down and light a candle. The candle gives energy to your intentions, and it just brings a nice touch to your rituals. So at the very least, I would encourage you to do that, because writing it down, it is so. It attaches, when we write things down, it attaches whatever we wrote down to our subconscious. And our subconscious is how we manifest. So I encourage you to write it down, light a candle, energize it, open yourself up to the magic and the mystery and the wonder of the world, to infuse those intentions so that they become manifest. And, sometimes I just say, we've tried it so many other ways. Did it work? If it did, great. But if what you've been doing isn't working, you really don't have anything to lose by giving this a try. Now, your intentions can be ones that have to do with healing. Cancer is a very healing, nurturing sign. You can set intentions to be, to engage your self-care. And something else you could do would be to open yourself up to emotional healing or emotional well-being. How can you bring yourself emotionally more in balance? I don't think people understand how much our emotions dictate what we do and don't do. So having some intentions regarding that would be great. Regarding your family, your home, maybe you want to decorate your home. Maybe your home needs a little bit more TLC. For the family, what is it? What direction do you want your family to go in? And if you are perhaps, because I'm hearing this more and more, opening yourself up to becoming a parent, this might be a great moon to really connect with the energy of Cancer and open yourself up to receiving guidance and direction, or just receiving that, getting that attention set so that you can, manifest a child. I do want to encourage people to understand some people are going to be adoptive parents. That's respectable. That's a road to parenthood. So, however you become a parent, that works. Um, Now, for those who understand the house system, and I have to think about if I'm going to go through the like by sign. If I don't, go find somebody who's going by sign, and you can hear more about what this means for your rising sign, your moon sign, and your sun sign. But something to note with this moon is there is some energy of tension in it. This is a moon that I would use to um, set intentions that have that have something to do with walking in your power. Um, that is something that I think is good. And also, how do you bring more balance in looking at what you need versus what someone else's need? And also setting intentions that have to do with living courageously and confidently, despite what it seems like the powers that be dictate is for you or isn't for you. And I just say that because we have Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto has to do with power. It also has to do with transformation. So it could be there's something that is creating tension regarding your transformation. If there's some transformation you're going through, you may feel at odds with it. But I relate Pluto to power. And if you think about it, Pluto is in the word plutocracy. Of course, a lot of us in the United States understand that we live in a society that's run by the ultra wealthy. I just think that this is a moon where we can begin to craft our life outside of that. We are energy. We are greater than any plutocracy, any government that, is on the face of the planet. We have that kind of power within us, especially those of us that live in a world where we have some modicum of freedom. I know we often feel like, hey, we're not fully free, but we have more freedom than a lot of people around the world. And I just think it's so important that we begin to, or continue to, if you're already doing this, craft that lifestyle that is based on higher wisdom. And you do it in spite of the powers that be. For some of us, the powers that be, when we're talking about that, this is some stuff that's on the other side. You can't even see it. Okay. So I encourage everybody to set intentions that are about making sure you stand in your power, you operate from your power. Something else that I see in this chart is the energy of the square. And the square means that there's frustration and tension. But this is frustration and tension we've been feeling all year. Y'all don't even get it twisted. This is the kind of energy that it feels like pressure. It is easing up. Thankfully, we can feel whatever you've been feeling pressure to move in the direction of, and feeling pressure to stick and stay no matter what. It's easing up just a little bit, but it is still a part of this new moon. And so set some intentions about the direction that you have been pushed and pressured to move in. It is something new for the most part. I would definitely set some intentions that how can you create a self-care practice that will help you to be able to sustain the direction that you are going in your life. The other square that I see is between Uranus, um, Mars, and Venus. And so um, this one, Uranus in this means that one of the words I would use is liberation. What do you want to be liberated from? Maybe there's some habits you want to be liberated from. You can set a new moon intention for that. Maybe you need to be liberated in terms of you're not expressing yourself creatively like you want to. Maybe you need to exhibit some courage, and in doing so, it liberates you. Um, but there is something I see regarding how you feel about yourself, what you value, your self-worth, your self-value, and your creativity. And I just encourage you to, where you feel pressure to use your gifts, your talents, and to shine, but you may not necessarily feel comfortable. It may just be you just kind of get tossed in there all of a sudden to do this. That set some new moon intentions again. What do you need in your emotional body, in your self-care routines? Maybe how do you set up your home, even to a certain degree, your day-to-day routines to support being able to move in that direction of doing something you feel uncomfortable to do, but it's actually within your within your talents and your skill sets. Um, Venus is conjunct Mars. And so that just brings in this element of creativity. Oh, it's interesting that Mars is having an aspect during this moon. And that just means it's having planetary meetings. But the energy or the reading that I got for this new moon for July is Herakahuti. It's the same energy as the warrior or Ogun. There's something about um, being strong and, like I said, courageous, like fearless, that this moon is going to be. It has that energy in it. And so when you think about what is it that you need to do, you can invoke this energy of this chart. You can invoke it and bring in this energy of being courageous and having passion and drive, moving forward. One of the words that I've seen used is competitive. There may be something where, maybe being competitive in some kind of way will help to catapult you forward. It's a part of human nature to be competitive. It's fun. And as long as we don't do it to a fault, go for it. And then Venus being so conjunct Mars, this moon has a lot of creative energy in it. Though it is so powerful that, we just need to make sure we are ready, to go with it. Like, come on, y'all, let's move, let's move, let's move. This is a very activating moon. But it also has the energy of being able to have that endurance to stick and to stay. I also see, there's energy over here in Pisces. And wherever, even though these planets may not be necessarily conjunct, trine, even though Neptune is trying these planets. And when I say trine, that means these planets are interacting in a way where they will give blessings with ease. I still want to count that Jupiter. And so just by the virtue of Jupiter, Neptune, and Pisces, this can bring a lot of blessed energy, spiritual energy that adds even more energy of creation and creativity. And it's through divine intervention. Please set new moon intentions, write them down. Write them down. Please, if all you do is write them down, you don't do any other thing, please do this. But do it with knowing this moon will manifest for you, okay? But it is going to require that you take some action. Very, very important. And let me see, is there anything else that I wanted to say? Oh, one other thing is Chiron. It's not listed here, but I saw it on another chart. Chiron is a part of this moon also. Chiron is over here in Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer. So I honestly believe that this moon, again, I talked about how Cancer is a healing sign. I think that we can use this moon to begin a healing journey or to pick up, where we left off. Maybe even regarding our confidence and being courageous. It also could be something that maybe even has happened to the body, is what I'll say. I think that anytime Chiron is on the scene, there is something that we can heal from, and we can turn it into an inner resource. It won't be something that we carry around like a chair on our leg. Instead, it becomes something that we can use and help in the world, help bring healing to the world. I do encourage you all to send healing energy out to the world during this moon. It's so healing. The world needs more of us to bring positivity and optimism and a vision of understanding that we can fall for what we see with our eyes, or we can tap into and tune into the higher reality. The reality that we are energy, we live in an energetic world. This is a holographic projection, and we are blessed and fortunate to be here. And what we think and what we feel and what we put into the quantum field, it matters. And I just can see how the negativity of the world is truly affecting us. And it's, to a certain degree, taking us off our destiny. We get so distracted, and we get so distracted that we no longer are working on what we were put here to do. And so, especially, anyone watching this video, men, women, I know everyone might be watching this video. I ask you to put this energy out. I especially ask you, my sisters, to put healing energy out in this world. Don't think it's just gone to hell in a handbasket. We have been so fortunate to be born into a feminine body. This body contains the wisdom that can heal the world. If a fraction of us get together and touch and agree that we speak life, we speak blessings upon this world, it is so. It is time for us women folk to do this work. We were born for such a time as this. And just you thinking, I send light and I send love into the quantum field is enough. Maybe you sing your song. Maybe you do your dance. Maybe you speak your beautiful words. You write your beautiful words. Whatever it is that you do. Maybe you think your logical thoughts. I don't care. Whatever it is, however it is that you express yourself in the world and how you show up, maybe you go help somebody. A lot of people have the gift of service where they can go and help the people that nobody else wants to help. I don't care how you put your ashe into the world. I just ask during this moon that you do so with the intent to bring more love. So let me say it this way: to raise the awareness of love, to raise the awareness of peace and harmony, balance and joy, equality and equity. We are putting this out there and we are holding the space. It is so, because all of that is here now. The question is, what are we aware of? I call on the brothers who are watching this to surround and protect us, sisters, as we do our womanly work. We need you to stand and guard the door as we work our magic, but don't even begin to sleep. Brothers that are walking in this divine nature, masculine nature, and all of those who are walking in the more masculine, because I know there's some women born in a feminine body. You're more masculine. If this resonates with you, this is for you. I call on those of you to stand around us, protect the energy of the women, but don't even sleep. Don't even make any mistake about it. The masculine energy is needed. We need that healed up masculine energy. We need that, as my Babaji would say, we need that masculine energy that's velvet and still, to be sent into the quantum field, to bring balance and harmony, peace, love, equality, equity into the world. This is a moon where we can set the vision, hold the energy, and wait for it to manifest. So I hope that this has been helpful to you all. Thank you so much for joining me in this new moon edition. It is my hope that the new moon is everything you want it to be. This has been a rough year. Use this moon to bring some softness into your life and the lives of those you love. This is Tirra Milade. Thank you so much for being here with me on my channel. I would love to have you join the inner circle pretty soon. I'm getting ready to move in a whole new direction. I'm going to close the doors to the inner circle membership, and they'll come back open at some point, but the doors will be closing in a couple of weeks to the inner circle, because I want to focus on the one-to-one coaching. There's only going to be a couple of spots, a few spots, or maybe 3 spots. And I think maybe 2 people have already said, hey girl, save one of them spots for me. As well as my healing workshops. So please, if you want more of this, I share like this all the time in the inner circle. This is literally one of the best ways to work with me. Join the inner circle before I close the doors. But also be looking for that healing circle. I would love to have you join me. And I'll give you more details on that one-to-one coaching that I'm opening up, or spiritual guidance plus coaching is what we'll call it. Love you all so much. Blessings of the mothers and the ancestors be upon you and yours. May they richly bless you. May you walk in the abundance that you are. And we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, thank you so much. And I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, take care. Peace and love.